Don't you just hate when you got ugly friends, dude?
Can't relate. Shallow.
So you have no ugly friends, not one.
I think you're my only friend.
Adjust accordingly.
I mean, you might be a little unkempt and wild right now, but any amount of effort, and you're a good-looking dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
People get impressed. They were in this podcast.
For the story, no reason for non-continuity.
Jingle, bro.
So bring the big vibes with you. Sit back and relax, absorb these scenes. The show with most important things. Plus the bust, no matter what, you must adjust.
We just had to adjust.
Remember to do something.
Sit back and relax, absorb these scenes. The show with most important things. Plus the bust, no matter what, you must adjust accordingly. Yes, accordingly. You must adjust accordingly. You must just adjust accordingly.
Hi, everybody.
What's up,
Welcome to the
everyone?
welcome to the next great episode of Adjust Accordingly. As always, I'm Danky, here with Randoms,
What's good, everybody? How y'all doing today?
and as always, Vibe. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. What's up?
What's
Oh, not a
good?
whole lot, man. How was y'all's Valentine's? Y'all lovely in a relationship people.
Tattooed.
Mine
Oh, yeah.
wasn't too eventful. I have my nephew with me, so we were kind of hanging out with him. Bro, this little munchkin of mine, my little nephew, bro. So we went out to eat yesterday, and this little bastard wouldn't let me eat my food, bro. Every time I was trying to eat something, he would take it and grab it off my fork right before it went in my mouth, and he would turn to the side and he would look at me like this and take a small bite and then put whatever he had in his hand back on my plate. It was frustrating, but it was adorable at the same time because he's only two.
Also, super gross because they got the grubbiest, nastiest little paws. You know what I mean? Like, it's always
Yeah, he didn't
nasty.
even really touch the food that we got for him. He was like, "Nah, I want what you got." He just kept taking my stuff.
Yeah.
It was adorable, but it was funny at the same time.
Yeah, I get that.
No,
For
I'm
sure.
not
I feel
a.
like that would happen too.
Yeah, I was never put up with that kind of toddler behavior with my nieces, nephews, my own daughter. No, my food's mine. Y'all can
Yeah.
keep them grubby little fucking nasty ass claws off my shit.
Bro,
I'm gonna take it a step further because my food's mine and your food is partially mine as well.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I'm dad, and that's dad tax. You know.
you're
So-
not gonna finish what I got you anyways. You're gonna eat
even
a
if you were
chicken
gonna-
nugget, maybe 2 or 3 French fries. I'm gonna eat the rest.
Mhm.
Well, and even if you're gonna like a bite or two out of it isn't gonna starve you to death. You'll be all right. You know, like.
I think it more
It
so
might
just
starve me to
surprised
death.
me.
You know what I mean? I got a fucking status quo here.
So I think it more so surprised me because most of the time people tell me that, bro, you eat like a pit bull. Like they tell me I eat like I'm locked up in prison because when I eat, I'm not gonna lie, I eat like I'm still a big boy, like I used to be, bro. I inhale my food. I'm not gonna lie, I eat everything quick, and then I notice, oh, I should have slowed down because I finished my food, and everybody's still just over there. Oh, I'm gonna have me a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They still have full portions, and I'm almost done. I'm over there wiping my mouth, putting my forks and stuff down.
Have you seen how much Danky eats, bro? This
No,
motherfucker can put
well, I
some
mean, yeah, I've
motherfucking
seen them
food
at work.
away.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Truly Luffy. He is truly Luffy. Like, this motherfucker can just munch, bro.
Bro, it's every break, it's in between breaks. I'm just you see me on the lift with snacks, like
That's what I was gonna say. Sometimes I'll call him and he'll be like, all right, hang on. And he'll put me wherever he puts me to fucking talk on the phone while y'all are at work. And I'll hear just, it's a fucking bag of chips or something. I'm like, dude, didn't you just go on lunch break? What the fuck is going on?
I gotta have a dessert after lunch.
Chips are your dessert, yeah?
I get that.
Sometimes I have to have a dessert after snack. You know? It just
You know, I gotta precedent this too. I forgot. This motherfucker used to eat entire bags of Lay's chips or Cheetos or whatever the fuck, the whole bag
Hmm.
in one sitting,
That's my.
like in like 20, 30 minutes max.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn how to, I guess you could say, ration my food because, like, when I first moved into my own apartment by myself, I didn't understand what serving sizes were. So, like, if I got a box of those taquito things, and I was gonna eat that for a snack or maybe a meal, but I would just pour the whole box into the air fryer and eat. I know
That's
it's
a
like 20 or 25 little taquito things, but I would eat the whole thing. And I'm like, huh, I wonder why groceries cost me so much.
that's a fairly good point though. Do you guys look at serving size though? Like, do you
No,
pay attention to serving size?
It
not at any
depends on
point.
what it is.
Whenever I was losing
So
weight, yes, but now that I
actually,
got to the
that's
weight I want to be at, no, I don't care.
If
Whatever I
it
that's
eat,
kind
depends,
of a
Danky,
lie.
give an example on either direction so that we
I
have
was about to
a
say,
better
I was
understanding.
about to say that that's kind of a lie because I don't really like. It's more of like a meal count. Like say a box of like he said taquitos. Say a box of them comes with 21. I'm about to have me 3 meals each with 7.
That's what I was gonna say too. As soon as you said 21, I was like, "That's 3 sevens. We're doing that. That's that's
That's
that
that's me.
tism, boy."
That's me 3 meals. Like because I'm alone. It's just me. So
mm,
that's me 3 meals.
yeah,
Well, at 3 meals, and then you probably do something on the side too, right? Add a little extra something else.
nah. As a
Some
single
kind of
guy,
dipping sauce or something maybe.
yeah, a dipping sauce and a drink. That's it.
Well,
But
when I say dipping sauce, I mean like an entire fat layer of cheese and then salsa drizzled all the way over the
Oh
top
yeah,
of
hold
my.
up. Yeah, I'll throw cheese. I'll have some shredded cheese. Throw that shit on top.
So it's like
Melt
it's
that
an
shit on it.
entree though now at that
mhm.
point. It's not just 7 taquitos. That's like a fucking Casa Ole fucking entree.
I ate the 70 kilos cheese ranch dip,
Probably
spiced
not
ranch
great
dip,
for cholesterol.
because I'll throw some fucking serendipity or something up in my ranch. Yeah.
See,
A little bit of buffalo sauce.
I never really thought about it until I started talking to, my friends, my foreign friends that are overseas and like Britain and Japan and stuff. And they told me that like, hey, Americans, y'all overeat food. Y'all eat till y'all feel food. Y'all don't eat portions of food. And I was like,
Mm.
what? I was like, I mean, maybe you're right. Because like they've told me whenever they came over here to America and they were eating and when we went out to eat, it always confused me. Like, bro, you ordered a hamburger with fries. Why did you only eat a couple of your fries and like half of your burger? And they're like, well, y'all's portions here are just so much bigger than over there. Like
But they
y'all
also eat
overeat.
more. They eat more in the day. Like they eat more times because that's actually healthier for the body is to eat. But you eat as much as you want in small portions more times during the day. So it's just like drinking water and stuff. You're not supposed to pound a whole bottle of water. You're supposed to take a couple sips every 15 minutes. You know
Oh,
what I mean? That's like how to stay hydrated.
oh,
So it's
bro.
the same
Huh.
thing with food.
So you're
Like
telling
Every
me
just every 2 to 3 hours, pound a bottle. You're fine.
I mean, that's what we do. That's a definitely Americanized way of doing things. But
you
I
tell
mean,
me I
in
don't know
Britain
how
and a
to
lot of
adult
European
right?
countries, and in Britain and a lot of European countries, they literally have several tea breaks that are like almost legal. Like you have to have the tea break. They have a bell still in Glasgow, Scotland, where my parents or grandparents are from. That there's like a whole horn bell, whatever. I don't know. They explained it to me a couple times. I don't know exactly, but
Hey, time.
it's fucking, you
That's
are
good.
not working. Nobody's going up to something unless it's the tea place that sells tea. That's the only thing working at that time. Like everybody else is a bicky. They call it a tea and bicky, and it's a biscuit in which a biscuit there is actually a cookie.
Yeah, cookie. That that threw me for a loop as well. Cause they have what they were calling cookies or the digestives. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
I don't. What are you talking about? Like, who dips?
or crisps.
Yeah, who dips a cookie in tea? It was the most bizarre, like, mind blowing thing to me when we had that conversation. I was like, what do you mean you dip cookies in tea? What is wrong with you?
No, it's
Like sugar
delicious,
for
man.
real, dipping it. Like that's wild.
Yeah,
It's
but
delicious, dude. It's
I,
just like having like coffee and like one of those, those little white straws with like the swirls on them and the chocolate in the middle.
hmm
That's perfect with coffee. That's like the same thing, but their cookies are also better. Their cookies are just so much better. Even their just plain sugar cookie is so much better. Like you dip that in some chocolate, it's not disintegrating into all the bullshit chemicals it's made out of here. It's
Yeah.
holding its integrity, and you're eating it. You know what I mean? It's like I definitely went to several tea times over at my grandparents' house, and it's much different than you'd expect. It's kind of like, oh, cool. I was really stressed about all I had to do right then, and now I'm getting a little tea break. It's almost something to look forward to. You know what I mean?
You know what I wish they would have kept in like middle school and high school and in like real world work like that they have in other countries. You remember whenever we used to take naps like in kindergarten and stuff? I wish that they would still have that. I learned from my friends that overseas they have certain periods where you're allowed to take a nap at work. It's a respectful thing. It shows that you're working hard. I miss that. I wish I could take me a little hour or 2 hour long nap in the middle of my shift and then go back to working.
A lot of the software companies do that too. They'll have nap pods and stuff like
Hmm.
that, like Google and all those. Like to work there, it's hard as fuck anyway.
Hmm.
So they have extra good incentives once you're there, including like
Yeah.
emotional overload stuff, right? It didn't even Tesla have those where like you had emotional health days and shit.
Tesla had a lot of interesting benefits. Like an on-staff, like stretcher trainer person. A
I'll be
whole
calling
like
that dude every day. Every day. I'm like, yo, I need
I
my cat stretched.
I talk to them. I talk to them at least once a week. Once you talk to them once, you're put on a schedule for them to come see you weekly until that problem is resolved.
Well, it
I
won't
had
ever
them,
be, so
bro. I had them come in and massaging my hands, bro. Like,
No,
but
that
like
is
I
how
was
you
really
use the
getting.
workplace benefits, my friend.
I would.
That is
I was
like the
really like these two fingers really were getting fucking fat and swollen, and like I couldn't bend them properly, and so he'd come by, he'd massage them. He had this little scraper like tool that he would use to. What he was saying was he was popping the vessels, the blood vessels in my fingers, and like I guess to help the blood flow go back, and it helped. I started taking ginger root and turmeric because of him, and my inflammation is I don't have it no more.
I don't.
Pretty
I,
good.
I think maybe either you misunderstood him or he said it wrong because what he was breaking apart was the blood buildup, the tissue stuff that was swelling. He was breaking that apart. He's not breaking your blood vessels apart because that would be bad. That would be
Popping,
very
no,
not good.
I interpreted it as popping the blood vessels, not breaking the blood vessels.
That's worse. Popping them would be so much worse than breaking them.
Nah, nah, man.
Yes.
Just give them a
Yes.
couple.
So I have a
It
question.
helps release it.
So y'all both
Not a pimple. It's a
y'all
blood vessel.
drive a little bit, right?
You know what?
I said y'all drive a little bit, right? Here and
Drive?
there. Yes.
I'm probably the
Yeah.
best driver in this podcast. I can say
I
that much.
disagree with that one, but hey, we'll keep it going.
Hey,
But
we'll race one day, bro.
hey,
We'll race.
we can do it. But see, I have a little rant I want to go on because I did a little driving this weekend. For all of you non-Texan drivers, stay off of the highway, please. Oh my God, y'all are some of the most frustrating people to drive with. If you see that in the left lane, that's what we call the fast lane. That's what you use to pass people. If you see that everyone else is going 90 miles an hour, do not pull into the left lane with no blinker going 65 miles an hour. That's for the very far right lane or the middle lane. But do not get in the far left lane and drive slow. Because
And if you want to be factual about it, if a state trooper really wants to, they can call that impeding traffic in Texas
yes.
because we have a bylaw that is called going with the flow of traffic. So if you are even doing the speed limit and you decide that you want to go into the fast lane and nobody else is doing the speed limit, they're hauling ass, you can get a hefty fine and get a ticket and everything like that for impeding traffic. So move your
Mhm.
ass.
Bro, it is so annoying. So there were two cars. There was one from California and there was one from Florida. They were driving in the left lane and the right lane, keeping pace with each other, going 60 when the speed limit is 75.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
And then when people were honking at them and speeding past them in the right lane and going around them, bro, they were rolling down their window and flicking people off, which is, hey, that is very dangerous to do here in Texas because somebody might take you up on that offer and fuck you up. But
Well, I mean, so specifically in, well, I know California. I don't know as much about Florida, but I know I have a couple people from California that say that like they'll actually road rage people into like gunfights and shit like that on purpose. Like that's like I know specifically New Mexico as well. Like going that way up the coast, there's a lot of it's not just gang initiation, but just for fucking fun because their lives suck bad enough and they've
they're
been, you know
bored.
what I mean? Yeah, so one of my ex-mentors, he used to ride his bike through like bad neighborhoods and stuff, and what he would do, and same with traffic and stuff, what he would do is he would ride super fucking slow to start out. And then if he caught anything suspicious, he would just fucking gun it until he couldn't no more. And then he would slow back down and get his breath back and stuff. Because he said he saw his homeboy do it the very first time, right?
Mhm.
And he was going down the side of the highway too. Somebody popped up out and he was just trying to haul ass, right? And he ran out of breath. Someone popped out and literally ran him down on foot after he ran out of breath on the highway and fucking jacked his shit. And he was like, "Nah, I'll never do that shit again. Like, I'll never ever drive slow. Like, you gotta pace yourself. You know what I mean? Just like a long distance runner."
Bro, I don't get it. Like, what is the point of coming here? Because I really have a thing for people that are out of state to come here and drive because they can't fucking drive. I see a bunch of accidents that happen all the time because people just don't know how to drive from other states, and then they want to blame us on us Texas drivers. I'm not gonna say
Some other state drivers are better though. Like, let's be honest. There's some
I
other
haven't
state
seen them.
drivers that are really good.
I haven't seen them. Every time I see
I'm
them, like if you're from New Jersey, if I see your license plate, because I'm a very defensive driver, because I've had to learn from driving with all these dumbasses. If I see you have plates from New Jersey, California, New York, Florida, or Minnesota, I'm going to avoid you at all costs. I will drive into the dirt on the side of the highway to avoid you because I know y'all can't drive. I know that y'all will look left, turn your blinker left, and merge into the right lane. I've seen it happen millions of times, and I can't stand these people, bro. They don't know how to
I have to
drive.
disagree, dude. Some New York drivers can drive so much better than us because they're used to the fucking concrete jungle, dude. That shit. If you've ever driven on the main highway through New York, you understand it's a whole different breed. They're cutting ambulances with their sirens on off and shit out there, dude.
Because they
That shit
can't
is like
drive. They're just
it's not well. It's about I don't give a fuck about you dying. I got to get to work. You know what I mean? That's the whole New York mentality.
bro.
It's like
I don't know. I know I have a thing against people from New York anyway because of how they talk.
every single one of them is still better than an Asian lady driver.
Could be.
Are you blinking to take the merge lane? None? Okay. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah, she said, "Let me merge 5 lanes with no blinker. Good luck, everybody else."
But that's what I see from a lot of these out of state drivers, bro. They won't even turn on their blinker. They won't even like softly, go one lane at a time. No, they just cut their wheel and just over. They'll cut off semis. They'll cut off people that are going in the fast lane to hop into
I can
the
go the
fast
other
lane
way too,
slow.
though. Texas drivers can't drive in any kind of inclement weather. If it's
Oh,
raining, a
fair.
billion accidents. If it's snowing, 10 billion accidents. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting here drifting corners around people that have wrecked, and I'm like fucking having a grand old time this last ice storm we just had. Like, I was having the time of my life, like I do every single time. And I'm just looking at them like, you couldn't even just stop at that stop sign? Like, how do you not understand how ice works? And then
I
every
mean, but
time
it's
it rains
also
in Texas,
abnormal.
accidents increase by 60%.
That's true.
Every time it rains, bro.
It's the
That's a
roads
crazy
here.
stat.
It's different though. It's the roads here. People don't
It's
understand
the
that.
people.
I
It's the
did,
people. We don't get enough rain, so we don't know how to drive in it. I say
yeah,
we very
but it's
loosely
the
because I can
roads
drive
though.
fine.
Our roads are meant to absorb heat and you know keep us going. The roads are built differently in different parts of the U.S. I know
Built
people don't
different.
understand that, but just like if you go up north, the roads are built more for ice and water. It's more made for them to go off to the side and not build up like it does here. Because there you can drive and there's not 4 inches of ice on the road because ours is just flat. There's nothing.
But we
close to
also
that.
knew a freeze was coming and did nothing like reach out to anybody like about trucks for ice on the roads or
Oh,
anything. We were
that's
just
the
like,
They
state's
never
fault.
do.
please die. Please die,
Hey,
everybody.
natural selection, population.
Yo,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
fucking
That's why I was
we
drifting.
sand our fucking roads and bridges and shit. We don't even salt them motherfuckers. We sand them.
That's like that's an and thing. Like the salt's the more important part. The fucking the sand's an and. I don't know what this is the best way to say it. The sand's an and.
Sand refreezes. Like,
It's for the grip part. That's the part that's supposed to give you extra grip after the sand is melted enough of the or sand. Salt has melted enough of the ice to, you know what I mean, to get it so that grip will help. But if you're just throwing sand, yeah, you're right. It's
Also,
just gonna
do either
fucking
one of y'all
freeze
know
the shit.
why that happens? How does salt melt ice?
So his chemical
drags the
reaction, man.
moisture out, some shit like that.
Okay, because
It's just chemical reaction.
I've never heard an explanation for why they do that. I just know that they do it. That they put salt out like on the concrete and stuff whenever it's icy out. I don't know why. It was never explained to me.
Well, so what it actually
melts
does is it makes it as cold as it can get, which actually melts it, which is kind of a reverse construct. But you throw salt on ice, it makes it super fucking cold, but it starts to melt down while it's getting that cold. It's like using all of its energy. You know what I mean?
That's pretty cool.
So if you put a cooler of beer, so say a cooler, if you throw it in the ice and just want that beer to get cold, say from room temperature, it could take up to an hour, 2 hours, who knows? Just that's a weird science. But if you do it with ice on top of it first and then do all that, then you can get it cold between 7 and 12 minutes. And that's like good cold too, that 30 something degrees, whatever it is, that's that good cold.
That's pretty cool.
But it also melts the fuck out of the ice. So that's a good question. We need a scientist on here. Actually, we have our senior correspondent. No, fuck.
Nah, somebody drop in the comments and explain it to me.
Yeah.
Let me
What
know
do you
why
know?
that happens, because I honestly have no idea why. And I'm a little lazy. I'm not gonna look it up
Right.
I'll probably run across it on Reddit sooner or later.
because we're talking about it. It's gonna pop up now on my feed. I'm gonna see one of those explanation videos.
Yep.
19 of them before you fucking log off tonight.
Probably.
Have y'all seen those explanation videos where it's like a chick singing the explanations, but they it doesn't rhyme or nothing like
Yes.
that?
No,
Yes.
And it stresses me out so much I can't stop watching it.
bro.
I'm like,
I've
the
been
whole
seeing a
time, but
lot
I
of
can't
them
stop watching.
AI explained videos where it's like, hey, this is what would happen if you lived on this planet, or if you did this, and this. Like I was watching one where it was like, hey, what would happen if you were to move at certain speed levels, and it explained like if you were running at 20 miles an hour and you sustain that for like an hour or something, that your body would start disintegrating or some BS. And like once you got up to the
Say right now,
speeds,
no
like,
matter what speed gets too fast, I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna fart, and then a little while later, if it keeps getting faster, I'm gonna shit. I know that for sure. I'll just know it.
but yeah, it was pretty cool. I was seeing that they were explaining like what would happen if you were born on, I think it was like the Jupiter's moon or something like that, and it said because there's no light there, that your eyes would just like phase away. Your ears would kind of morph. It would change your body structure. You'd lose all pigmentation in your skin. I was like, huh,
Theoretically, obviously, they have no proof that that's possible.
very true. But I've been seeing a lot of those AI pages pop up lately.
Well, so
You keep watching them. The more you watch them, the more they're gonna pop up. I click off or scroll off as soon as I notice it's AI. I get it off my phone. So,
dude, I'm
you
a
know how many
master
I deal
AI
with?
detector.
Not that many.
Dude, I'm a master AI detector. The second I
Sound
even
like-
get a hint of a flick of like it was a glitch, it could have been real. Even if it were real and it has that thing that I tend to see in AI videos, I'm like, nah, I don't even care if it was real. That's not a part of my life.
Yeah, no, you sound like that fucking he was some kind of government official complaining about all there is on YouTube are these gay dating site ads. YouTube runs algorithmic ads, my guy.
That's all for your search history, my brother.
Bro outed himself so fucking hard. Oh my god, that's worse than Ben Shapiro in my opinion. That is so much worse than Ben Shapiro. At least he ain't got no game to get that pussy wet. You know what I'm saying? Like this man's straight up closeted as fucking outed himself to the entire world. Everybody has to know that. Like, come on, like.
These are very algorithmic. These are all on your search histories, my man.
Mm. That
That's
explains
why
a lot of the ads that I get then. That explains a lot of them.
big booty goth bitches.
No, I get a lot of ads for
Oh,
because
big titty goth bitches.
I
That's
look
what it
up
is. My
dumb things in my search. I pray no one ever gets to see my search history. Not even because it's bad, but because of the things that I search. Um, like here, I'll tell you. I'll read my top 3 searches that I have. I won't read the
I thought you
other.
said you hoped nobody was gonna
That well,
see it, and now you're gonna
these
just.
aren't that bad. That's why I'll read them out. But this, I because I like my steaks medium rare. So I typed out. I was like, "What color pink is medium rare?" And
What the fuck?
yeah,
Bro, my boy got a steak fetish. He's like, I like that color pink. You know what I'm saying?
no, I don't
Now
know how
he's
to
gonna be on
explain it.
Tinder searching for that color pink now.
How do you explain the color pink of medium rare?
My man's is 50 pages deep on Pornhub looking for that color pink. You know what I'm saying?
It's something. There's something about like a finger test
Yeah, you
in
can
your
do this, and
palm.
you can feel like the toughness of the meat is based on
Oh,
how you hold your fingers. Yeah, but yeah, I
so
And
got
that's
it's
how.
ads.
And that's how to
here,
tell if
here,
it's a
and here.
medium rare or rare or like how cooked your steak is
You
if
start right here.
once it
This is gonna be
matches that shit.
your rare, and then you're gonna come in just a little. This will be your mid rare, and then your actual rare is gonna be pulling on straight on the top middle of your hand. I don't know if you can tell,
Yeah,
but it's I mean a well done steak. If someone orders it, I just usually tell them to get out. Like
that's how a lot of
Yeah, we
people
don't do that
prefer to
here.
eat their steaks set like that. Like
We don't do that around here.
I just went out to eat and my sister and her fiance, they were like, we can't eat our food right now because we see you eating your steak and it's medium rare. You're like, it's still alive. You're a vampire. And I'm like, bro,
not even rare.
no, I don't eat rare. I eat
Mid
medium.
rare is like the average steak cook. That's a good juicy steak. If you ask
Thank you.
Gordon Ramsay, that's the perfect steak.
Thank you. And they were like, nah, it has to be well done. I was like, bro, I
What
don't
say,
I
Danko?
want leather.
That's about it. I want it warm.
Warm.
Yeah. You and your baby mama, dude. I swear to God, y'all are those fucking knock the horns off, wipe its nasty little ass, and chunk it right down there on the plate. Y'all make that urban cowboy movie fucking real life. I swear to God, they sear both sides of it and then just freaking gullet that son of a bitch.
30 seconds on each side is plenty
Pretty good.
for
No,
most steaks.
I haven't
no.
tried it.
4 minutes each side, 2 minutes on each end. S&P is for me.
If you want leather, 4 fucking minutes per side.
Well, what heat do you cook it on? Because I cook it on a medium because I don't want my shit over, and then I'll turn it up at the end to sear it.
I'll do a medium.
Do you cook your steaks on a grill or on the oven? Or
Whatever is the day.
Yeah.
fair enough. So
I prefer grill steaks if you can get a really good burner, whatever it is, whether it be propane, charcoal, wood chips, whatever it is.
Mm.
If you can get a really good understanding of it and get your temperatures really good, a grill steak's the best, dude. Especially get some wood chips that are slow burning and stuff. Oh my God, that shit
it's amazing.
will just peel apart. You know what I mean? And you can just freaking
See, hold up. To be fair, though, most of the time I'm talking about just some. Most of the time I'm talking about just some little skirts, some thin steaks. So,
Oh
yeah,
no,
just
Oh,
a quick little 30 seconds.
that's not a steak, dude.
yeah, that's a strip of
It's
meat, brother.
No, when I'm talking
No.
steak, I need a ribeye or a T-bone.
I need
a
some
freaking
thick
pump.
cut, about that thick.
Well, that's the 4 minutes. That's where our discrepancy
Yeah.
there was having. But then also another thing, actually, it's to speaking of to be fair, and we're talking about steaks too in the S&P. Letterkenny's the way that Dirty Dan cooks that steak, I swear, if you do it that way, throw it in the oven to top her off at the end, all that, you'll have the best steak you ever had in your life, dude.
I'll have to try that. Letterkenny.
Watch that episode. It's perfect. Well, Gordon Ramsay does. It's actually a YouTube video that I think they took it from. It might not be. It could have been from one of the episodes that he does the same thing. But
Mm-hmm.
like at his restaurant, that's what he does. He grills it 4 minutes either side. Then he grills the either sides for like a minute or 2 minutes. I don't remember exactly. Then throws it in the oven for like 2 or 3 minutes. I don't remember exactly what it is. I think it's four again, actually. But yeah, I did it one time with actually my papa's memorial, whatever you want to call it, the wake, I guess. Yeah, I made like 6 steaks. Finally got the last two good. You know what I mean?
Sound like a good time. Yeah, another thing that I searched up is so I forgot what you know the color aquamarine? I forgot what the name of that color was, so I searched up what's that color that's green but not really green but kind of blue but
Teal, my shirt right now.
yeah, similar color to that, but I searched
Teal. It's either a teal or turquoise that you're probably talking about.
well, I searched it up in my thing. It was like, what's that color that's green but not really green? It's blue but like a light green. Yeah, that's what's in my search history. Things like that.
Well, I'm really glad that whenever the AI does take over, that they get to see that kind of shit in your search
I
history.
don't.
They're gonna have no idea what's going on with your life,
Well,
dude.
maybe they'll pity me. They'll come like when the fucking Terminators come through, and they're like, "That's the guy that was confused about colors. Let's leave him alone."
Oh, little tank tank, leave that man alone.
So,
Oh, do you have
go ahead.
a take? Do you have a Danks take this week,
Yeah,
Bubba?
give me a bit though.
A bit of what?
A bit of time. Let other
Oh,
people do their bit.
oh, don't start that now. Oh God, here we go.
It's all
I'm gonna do it next, bro. I just slept so little.
okay. Well, we can
Don't
do my random inquiry or random question.
wait.
So,
First, you want to see
Yeah.
some nasty shit?
sure.
I mean, you
I'm just
showed
kidding.
me, but
I'll just put it up, I guess, or something. I don't know. I was kind of
why not
joking.
just
But
why
Okay.
not
wanna
just
show
do
it?
it?
All right. Oh, because I wrapped it up. It's like with
Okay then.
healing stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I'll send you a picture. I'll put it up too. Actually, I can send you a picture right now. I'll do it on this thing. But yeah, bro, I fucking
You stepping on
during
nail?
before the freeze happened, my boots had gotten like wet or something. I'm guessing because they
Uh,
shrunk down real bad.
Warning: the following photos contain material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
And it blistered my toes really, 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 really bad. But then the only other shoes that I had, like work shoes that weren't like my shoes that I gotta wear for doing nice stuff, like my work boots and stuff, they were also too small. So I just rubbed everything super raw, and
oh,
then my son completely obliterated one of the toes that was like on its way to good healing, and it feels like none of my feet know how to heal any of it right now. It's the longest healing process I've had in a long time. But he stepped back. He weighs a good 65 pounds now, and he stepped back full weight spin heel on his shoe on my bare foot, and
that sounds so painful.
every single night when I go to bed, my foot is swollen to at least 2 to 3 times the size as the other foot, and I have to like put it up, and like the swelling will go down when I put it up. I'm a little worried it might be infected. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn.
It looks bad. It looks absolutely terrible.
He was like earlier. I told him, I was like, "You want to see it?" And he was like, "Well, if it's only kind of bad, no. But if it's terrible, send it." And I was like, "Well, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know what terrible means, so I'll just send it." He was like, "Yeah, that looks terrible."
That reminds me whenever I dislocated my ankle, bro. I had the worst like 4 months of healing for this ankle because after I dislocated it, man, I was trying to walk up the steps with my crutches in this little cast, and Like as I was coming up, I hit my foot on the top step as I was coming up, which made me fall and slide down a few more steps. And
Hmm.
then, like a few weeks later, I accidentally closed that same ankle in the door where I was getting in the car to drive. Bro, it was just a rough. And I used to have my bed on some pallets, like the red pallets that we have at work. So I had a triple stack of those underneath my bed to have my bed up off of the floor. And every day, whenever I would swing my legs out to get off of the bed, I would hit the back of my ankle on the corner of those pallets. Dude, it was a rough time for me.
Danky was there the
Wow.
last time I
Well,
dislocated my ankle.
Mm, it's not fun. It's not a fun experience.
I had fun though. I don't know. Danky, did you have fun? Oh, he's gone.
what was it we were doing?
We were at that weird fucking EDM at a random bar thing.
Oh, the one we went to with Santa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Bonaparte.
Hey, you guys know Santa? That's pretty dope.
Nah,
My nephew,
no.
man.
He had like the best time ever. And honestly, I had an okay time until I found out how good of a time he had, and then I was like, I had a great time too. Then you know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, buddy. You could live it through him. He was still dancing and shit when we got home. I was like, my boy, like keep going. It was awesome. But I was like trying to dance and it was like a rock thing. And you know how you EDM dance with that like slide step thing?
Mm-hmm.
I slipped out and then just like popped my ankle out of place real quick.
Right.
And it hurt that night, but I was also, enjoying myself and stuff. So it didn't hurt that bad until the next day. And then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Walked down the ramp and accidentally popped it back into place and went about
bro.
life.
Bro, I still remember like whenever I went in there, my ankle was kind of to the side, and the doctor's like, they're like, "Hey, this is gonna hurt a little bit," and they pulled it. Oh, worst feeling. But
You ever
they,
dislocated anything, Danky?
I don't think
What?
it hurt you.
You ever dislocated anything?
Dislocated? I don't think so. I've broken my arm. But I
What
don't
part
think
of
I
your
ever
arm?
dislocated. Anyways, the forearm.
I guess that's the best part to break, supposedly.
Man, it's better
It's
than
like the best
snapping your
bone in your
femur.
body to break.
The males in my family refused to believe it and didn't take me to the hospital until the next day.
Sounds about
I
right.
had that.
Yeah, I got double bounce, or more like fucking quadruple bounce with the size difference. But we were on the trampoline, me and my biggest brother, and he fucking launched me. I come down and I landed like this, and it snapped that
Oh,
motherfucker. And all the men, oh, he's fine, he's. The women had to sneak me to the hospital the next day.
Dude, that rolls me right into one of the only other things I have written down for what I wanted to talk about this episode. It's like I had an appendicitis. Like I've talked to you about that, I'm sure, Danky. But I had an appendicitis for 3 weeks, and at the very end of the 3 weeks, it was like after spring break and stuff. So I had a baseball game, and I was under the weather this whole time. Like didn't want to play. I was forced to play. I was forced to play and warming up. I don't know if y'all remember those hit arounds or whatever they were called, hit bags, pitch bags, whatever the heck they were.
I mean,
But you hit it and it wrapped around a pole, and then it would come back around and you hit it and it wrapped around a pole again.
yeah, like a tetherball.
Well, it acted just like a tether ball, but it was baseball. It warm you up for hitting and stuff. But I just remember every hit it would hurt more and more and more. And I remember the exact moment that my appendix ruptured because I hit it and I just fell to the ground like sobbing. And my mom comes over and she's like, I don't know what to do or tell you because your dad says you still have to play. And not to out my parents like that. They're definitely different now, but back then, it's a little different. And so I went out into right field and I played, I don't know, I think they said 3 innings. I don't remember exactly because I was in right field and I woke up in a chair next to the game, watching the game with like an ice pack on my head and shit. And because I'd passed out in right field and The thing for me is like, you have a 12-year-old that passes out in right field, and you put him in a chair with an ice pack on his head, and not
They
like
thought
he's
maybe
been
it was
sick
just
for
hot.
3. I've been sick for 3 weeks though. Like, I don't
Were
know.
you though?
So I did go to the doctor though. In their defense, we had gone to the doctor multiple times and they misdiagnosed. They didn't know what was going on. Finally, we went. We went the next day to the doctor again, and we did all this tests, and it was craziest thing ever. It felt like a movie. She's sitting there, and I swear to God, she's doing that thing where they have their pad and using a pen, and they're slapping on it, like what the fuck, and like doing this like whole shit, and she just goes, we need to get you over to blah, 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 blah. I don't know the rest of the words right now to get you a CAT scan. And she was right. It just dawned on her it was a ruptured appendix. And I had a ruptured appendix for like 3 or 4 days. So
That's rough.
it was crazy, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, that
I
sounds rough,
changed
man.
my life. It changed my life, man. Changed my life. I was very less energetic and all that. Like I had all the toxins had gotten in my body. It took a while for me to get back to anything. I couldn't walk. A more traumatizing part about that, they didn't tell me I had to walk to be able to make it all better. I guess that's a thing. So instead, they shoved a tube up my nose, right?
Oh,
I had so much adrenaline pumped through me, man, that I lifted 2 nurses and a doctor. They had to get my dad in. And my dad was sitting like this far away from my face, like, I got you, son. You're okay. It's okay. I got you, son. Like, just having to, like, and he was holding both my arms, and I guess it was in the subconscious thing where like, well, I don't want to hurt my dad, but these doctors and nurses can straight up fucking get it, bro. You know what I mean? Like they could die. I don't give a fuck. They're not shoving that shit down me. But yeah, I finally got it up there. Felt like I was choking every day. When you get that tube down there, anytime you
couldn't.
swallow too wrong with your nose, you know how you do nose swallows sometimes where you're doing the whole thing. Oh my god, it's like after. I thought it was crazy that I remember playing a baseball game and waking up fucking because my appendix had already ruptured. Like it was already, I was going out like Houdini, and my parents and stuff were like, "Get out there and try harder," you know. We're a different generation than than the one below us.
We didn't get taken to the hospital for every little thing.
Actually, today my mom said, "Yeah, it's been over a month and it's not healing. It's taking a little longer to heal." But I think you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Instead of taking me just to the doctor, like that's how we are out here.
Mhm. I think that's more of a South thing. I don't know if they do that up north.
Not according to my lady. She said that they would have gone to the doctor like the first week after it hadn't already shown progression signs of healing. They would have been like an immediate, and they already had a primary care, and they went at least twice a year, that kind of stuff. I haven't been to a primary care doctor since I was a teenager.
Yeah. Same.
Have you, Danky? Oh yeah, that's different.
That's a lot different for me.
I don't know why I even asked that question. That was the most dumbest question. We talk about it all the time. Oh, speaking of which, so that went well, and hopefully you're gonna not die on us, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what went well?
The thing you were talking about the other day, it was like 2 weeks ago, your doctor's appointment.
Oh, the one that I slept through?
That one, yeah, it went well though, right?
Yeah, in March. No, May. May 11th.
Dang,
Close.
that's my other thing. Dates. That's crazy. Oh, we talked about this too. Hang on, not on here, but yeah, that's crazy. Well,
Yeah, that's when it
hopefully.
got rescheduled too, because I slept through it. Because we didn't get out of work that night. I didn't get home that night until like fucking 3:45.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the other one, but yeah, no, go ahead. My bad.
I go to so many, you're not gonna. The one, the other one, that one.
I'm not your appointment scheduler, bro. I don't
Then
know
why
which one
would
it
you
was.
ask about any of them?
Because you said you had good news. I just remember the fact that you came back from a doctor and had good fucking news, man. And that's all. I'm just trying to be positive about that. I don't
Yeah,
remember which one it was.
It was that I had the one that I was supposed to go to that I slept through.
Hey, at least he cares. I don't know. At least he cares.
That's why he hates me so much. He's just like ladies, the more you show you care, the more they fucking hate you.
No, it's because he half cares.
That's bullshit. I don't remember even fucking anything. So the fact that I remember any of it at all shows that I do care, and you know this because I forget where I just put my phone 5 seconds after I set it down. The fact that I'm remembering any of this at all is it's showing of care. I even write some of it
It's
down. You
it's because you
fucking
don't
cut.
care about it's because you don't care about your phone either.
I don't care about my phone. That's true. That's true. It's because it's never brought me anything worthwhile. You know, like every time I look at it, it's like
Something.
you're evicted, your fucking mom's dying, fucking a
Yeah.
plague just hit. Oh, there's a fucking island full of every powerful person in the world that rapes children, eats them, all that. Your McDonald's is full of children. Yeah, every time I look at my phone, so I'm good. Like, I don't know. That's not true. We do have good conversations on it, but that's about it. We got to go back to no internet on the phones, man. We got to go back.
I don't know, because then think about how much more they'd be able to hide from you.
That's true. It is the information age for a reason. But what are we going to do about... Okay, so that was actually my only other topic for today is just, and I think it's one of Danky's probably a little bit as well, is nobody going to talk about the fact that we have solid proof that everybody that runs the world besides like Putin and a couple other world leaders are solid pedophiles with proof?
Well, that's the problem with I can't even say this generation, but the way that people are now, the way that the world's influence is that it's conditioned everybody to be like, oh, that's messed up, and then just move on to the next thing.
But there's school walk. That's Danky. Why don't you? Because you actually were a part of and seen it. Why don't you give the example that you gave me earlier of why that's crazy with the school walkouts and such? Danky knows firsthand what I was talking about in regards to how we're drawn to a certain direction instead of the thing that seems to be the biggest problem. And we do have a proud moment for your daughter though, being able to actually be politically minded. But right, so you want to tell us a little about that story?
Yeah, she helped organize a whole little walkout, and she was interviewed by the newspaper and all kinds of
She's all
shit.
in the press,
Uh,
pictures, everything, dude. I was
yeah,
I was proud
Little
of her. I was
level
gonna,
rep.
yeah, little
yeah.
rebel. I fucking loved it. I was so proud. Like I said, she helped organize it. She called out the people that were talking about big about it, and then only six of them did it. Her and her like six closest little people. There were APs chasing them. She said as soon as they crossed the street, the APs stopped. But apparently, some people did turn around whenever the APs were like, "Hey kids, stop!
AP
Why would y'all stop?"
for those of us from
Uh,
smaller schools. What's an AP?
assistant principal.
There you go. All right. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
the school she goes to has like eight assistant principals.
and they're more like security guards in a sense than
A
anything,
little
right?
bit of like if it's
Yeah.
a big enough incident, then you get taken to the principal. But
Yeah.
most incidences, you go see your assistant principal. If
Yeah.
not, their secretary.
Yeah. Yeah. Their secretary, or what about their secretary, or the front office lady? I'm like, oh my god, how many people do we need to do this part? We need more teachers. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
But
Fair.
yeah, but also, so the relation is more of like, although that's a super proud moment and it is a really good thing to stand up for. In my opinion, I agree to a lot of extent. I also don't agree in other extents. Blah blah blah. No need to get into that. But why are we walking out of school because some motherfucking people got killed when people get killed every day by these fucking pedophiles and eaten and then all this other shit that's like pictures on pictures on pictures and emails on emails on emails. It's just showing that our entire country, almost all the other countries are ran by
The PDF files.
I don't know, you can decide what you want to call them. I don't know. At this point, are we going to start calling them lizard people again? Are we going to go back to
I
that? I
mean,
don't know.
there's so many wicked titles for them. It's disgusting, but
A lot of times,
you know what?
like the layman's terms, a lot of people like to call them Jews, but
It is a big distraction though. The whole ICE thing on top of the Epstein files coming out
Has to be.
just
Did you see?
distract them with murders from ICE, and we'll slowly roll all of this out, and they'll be so distracted on both fronts that they'll just continue to go to work and continue to have birthday parties and continue to go grocery shopping and continue to pay bills because they don't have the attention span and the drive behind us anymore. Like it's
Well,
just
okay.
all so fucking normalized for us to be
And this
lazy and complacent.
I want to add to that too. Like, well, think about the recruitment for the ICE stuff. Like, how easy it is to recruit and to be ICE. Imagine the fat guy that fucking shot that one Latina chick or whatever. Just imagine him getting a phone call from Trump, right? Like, this is in my mind how it plays out. He gets a phone call from Trump. You're gonna want to shoot the very first person. We really need this to blow up. And my condolences, you'll get a Medal of Honor. You know what I mean? Like, it just fucking. I know it's not exactly like that, but you gotta know it's played out like that. They're pushing things in those directions to make you not look at the big problem. You know what I mean? And it's fucking funnier to think about it the way
No,
I was saying it, you
you
know?
know those all those bonuses and shit that were getting promised to the ICE recruits. You know
They're
they're
not
not
getting them.
receiving those bonuses,
They're not getting them.
and then there's conditions to where if they don't stay with ICE for like 3 to 5 years or some shit like that, they have to pay it all back plus interest.
Oh, I think that was. I don't think that one was real. I think they debunked that one. That was like a add-on thing that they was. I don't know. I think it started as a joke or something like that, and then they just people were dumb. Not you specifically, because people were regurgitating this back at that point. I don't think that part was true because you can't have to pay it back. It's more like a. There's a whole kinds of contracts in it. It's
No,
weird, but I get what you're saying.
there are trucker, but like I know for a fact that there are trucker bonuses that you'll get as a sign-on bonus, and there'll be conditions in the truck bonus that hey, you have to stay with us for blah 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 amount of months, otherwise you owe us this money back.
Well,
So they
yeah,
could
but
very
that's like.
easily put terms and conditions in an ICE contract like that.
To an extent, though, yeah, but it's not just like you gotta give it all back.
I
You know, you
think it's
couldn't. That's not
interesting.
even no matter what. Even if you don't do your job right, if you're there doing a job, you're legally required to have pay of some kind. Now they could bring it back from that really good number that they said down to like minimum wage or something, but they're just gonna take it all back. Is all I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
I think it's interesting with everything that's going on with ICE and the Epstein files that now all all these different countries are coming out with cures for all different kinds of cancers now. I think it's very
Wait.
interesting that's happening.
Well, yeah, because cancer is just parasites, right? They've fucking proven that heavy now.
Mm-hmm. But I did a little deep dive into the little Epstein thing, and it showed that it kind of went into a little bit of history, but it said that all those people that used to do lynchings and stuff and used to eat people like back in the early 90s, or not 90s, but the 1930s and 40s up to the 60s and 70s, that most of the people that were involved in that stuff are now developing Alzheimer's and dementia.
No,
They
I
say
didn't
that
think that.
human meat will. They always said that human meat will get to you like that. Like
They said it
But then,
deteriorates your brain, and they were talking about it in the Epstein file in one of those emails.
well, I mean, that would explain why they're trying to pump it to us through McDonald's and stuff, is to make us all dumb. You know what I mean?
Fair
yeah,
enough.
make us all dumb and then forget at the end of our lives.
And also crave it, I've heard, right? Isn't that another thing that they say about it? Is that once you've had it once, you actually have a craving for it? That would explain a lot of why McDonald's is so goddamn addicting. You get a McDouble
The
and you're like,
very the very few times throughout a year, any given year, that I eat McDonald's,
you want it
all of
again.
the sudden I want to get McDonald's every day for the next 4 fucking weeks. I don't. I do not give in to those cravings. I give in once or twice a year.
Mm,
Have y'all heard that? Have y'all heard that that one uh speech by that one guy that's like, oh, we've been doing it for years. We've been doing it for years. Hundreds of thousands of people are harvested from third world countries and fucking fed to Americans at McDonald's.
Yeah, it was the Jewish guy, right? It was a rabbi.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't talk bad about the Jews on this podcast ever, but yeah, that guy.
Not anti-Semitic.
Funny. It's funny how many Jews are in things, or people that want to be Jews. Why is there a group of people? Anyways, all right, let's get out here.
You may know me as the guy who likes to count how many Jews are in things.
You might
I've been
like to
showing
know
that.
me
I've
as
been
the
showing
guy
that
that
video around work.
y'all have seen the AI translation of
Of Hitler's
let's
speeches into English?
we can't say that. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
just we can say Hitler.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, I believe it's against
Adolf
community guidelines.
speeches.
Yeah.
Adolf. Now that's what
Or-
you go. Adolf speeches. Yeah, I had a feeling because that's one of the guys I watch the most that gives me most of my information that he can back up. He just points at it on a thing instead of actually fucking saying it every time.
Yeah, it'll get your
And
video taken down.
he also says that with the unalived word, which everybody knows now. You can't say, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Dolph speeches, translated into English, they are
It sounds like exactly something that would have persuaded the Americans to go the other way if they knew what the fuck they were saying.
they were so compelling.
But see, it was very Christian based, right? So I wouldn't have been compelled, right? Personally. But everybody in America, if it was Trump then or somebody like fucking anybody that spoke English saying what he was saying to Germany, we would have been like, yeah, dude, get these fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get them home. Little girl. Let's burn these books about transgender shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Because that's most of the books that were burned. And that and pedophilic shit. So.
Satanic,
Oh no.
baby ritualistic book.
What happened the last time that America bought an island, though?
That I know of, we took their missiles.
No. A fucking one of them fucked a bunch of children on it with the now new world leader, or POTUS, as they say, who's now trying to buy another bigger island. And we're all just like, oh no, ice. Oh no, whatever. Like, yo, there's some really dark, fucked up shit going on right now. And everyone's concerned about other things. And it's crazy. How the fact that our president's a felon. And I can't get a job at a local gas station with the felony.
I don't know. That
I
is a
feel
good
like once he got convicted of those felonies, I feel like that question should have been removed from applications.
It should have been for everybody. So honestly, like, I have a dispute thing, right, to get this job because of like whatever I've got going on, blah blah blah. I want to put that the POTUS is convicted of way more heinous crimes. So, you know,
What can you do about it?
what are you supposed to say? So, you're qualified to be president of the United States, but not qualified to fucking clean up some doo doo out of a urinal or something? Like, come on. We gotta get our priorities straight as an entire country.
You're not wrong on that. But hey, I was watching One Piece just last night, and I saw some connections that I didn't, see before.
You were watching One Piece
To the real
now.
world?
Huh?
To the real world?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy, isn't it?
A little bit. Like I was rewatching the Big Ma island, whole cake island
Whole
thing.
thing.
And I was watching that because I was like, you know what? I keep shitting on One Piece. I keep talking about how bad it is, but you can't say something is bad and that it's terrible and people shouldn't watch it if you haven't watched it yourself. So I was like, let me take it upon myself to take 1 million at trying to watch One Piece again. So I started at what I could last remember, which was just before the Wano arc, the whole K Island. So I started watching that and listening to Big Mom talk about she wants everyone to be together no matter what race, species, gender, whatever they are, as long as they follow her rules.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was also just the
The
fact that she was eating her own kids too. You know that
the
part.
the r- the real life connections between the celestial dragons and our world leaders is actually insane because just recently in flashbacks with Kuma and his whole fucking backstory on the Egghead arc, um, you see that he was part of a slave hunt. Child, like everyone from children to adults were put on God Valley and they were hunted by the celestial dragons and other royal members and things like that.
Yeah,
What is that on?
Wondering if it doesn't
One Piece.
fucking ring so true, so almost true to what we're dealing with.
That is one of my theories on what happened, and that's what's going on right now. It's part of the reason why the Democrats specifically don't want global warming to happen, is because it's going to thaw the dragons out, and then the lizards versus the dragons. I'm serious,
Like,
dude.
that
I know
didn't
I
have
sound
anything
crazy.
to do with what we were talking, but I love that.
It's
I'm just
close.
saying it does have something to do with it because they always tell us the true information through art. They
Media.
always do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like, okay, y'all have seen the like when they zoom in those Google searches of like um
Certain
what is
parts of the earth.
such looks like a head or something, or like a couple of the places where there's a rib cage bigger than any dinosaur we've ever fucking
Scene.
recorded in history and shit, but it's like a known fucking place that's a tourist attraction and it's known as fake, but then there's other things around it that are also very fucking, y'all have seen those. I
I
I, I
like the
mean, I'm not gonna
Snakehead
link them.
Cliff on
The
the
snakehead
island
under
there.
the peninsula.
Yeah.
The fucking elephant that's
Yeah, the
the fucking
elephant
rock
island.
cliff.
Yep. Or the one that
The
looks
I
like a
like
giant
the
lady.
I like the one that's going around recently. That's it seems to be moving from the pictures I've seen. It could all just be fake generated, blah blah blah, whatever. But it seems to be a fucking Leviathan head under the ocean.
That one.
Oh, are you
That
talking
part.
about the? Oh, I
That
don't know if
part.
we're talking about the
That's what
same
I
thing,
was
but
getting to. Yeah.
I saw in Japan that people were recording these giant, what look like water dragons or whatever. They're like huge, like couple football field long fish that are only seen at like, I think they said it was like 40 or 50,000 feet. They're never seen in the sunlight, and if they are, it says that the world plates are shifting or something like that. They saw like a, you know what I'm talking
I
I
got a
know which
perfect
one, yeah.
example of what I said and what you just said. So the movie Piranhas is based off of tectonic shifting happening so that the piranhas came out. That
about?
ended up happening. That's a fact. You can look that up. There was a shift that happened like not even all that long ago that a weird species of piranhas became fucking like known again. Now it wasn't anywhere near like the movie where it was like, oh my god, we all die and everything like that. But
Yeah.
it really did fucking happen. So that's the to what you're saying, the shifting, and to the they have to tell us, man. They have to tell us first, so that way they get away with it whenever they fuck us over.
So,
It's kind of like their whole gimmick.
have y'all heard about the thing that's supposed to be happening on, I think later this year, or is it 2027, that NASA got the 89 million or billion-dollar budget for the 7 seconds of no gravity? They're expecting to completely like wipe out a lot of humanity.
This year, August 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they've known about it for a while, and
Hmm.
that like we don't know if it's true or not. It
Yeah.
ain't gonna fuck me up. I'll be alright.
So look, so what it is
I ain't got nowhere to go, man.
they recorded two black hole anomalies that are the gravitational waves from both are coming towards us and they're gonna meet us at the same time. And supposedly, we're gonna lose gravity for 7 seconds.
I can see how it
And
would fuck a lot of people up, but it ain't gonna fuck
Well,
me up. I'm way
but
out in the
I
country.
wonder,
Like,
like, how much would that really affect us if we lost gravity? Is it going to be like a instant, like the gravitational pull of the moon is just so strong that we just zip up into the sky and you're flying into that atmosphere, or if you're just going to float like a couple
it's
feet in the air and then fall down?
supposed to be like 30 to 40 meters.
up to.
Up to 30, 40.
So here's
The
the thing that's
average
gonna happen
person
is that,
can't survive that fall.
well,
They're
I'm not gonna go up 30 or 40 meters, man. I'm gonna go up about 6, and I've jumped down from that loft before. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be quite all right.
I mean, imagine if you're in your car at the time.
But I'm not gonna be because they already gave me the time frame. Like it's not.
But what if they're off?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
no, that whole day I'm inside.
I'm chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
I'm
always
not
inside
driving a
anyway.
forklift on that day. Imagine you're sitting there
No,
trying to pull down some pallets and you just start floating. Yeah, fuck that.
I don't know. It might be kind of fun, bro. You might get better at your job for a second.
It's supposed to be like some 40 to 60 million casualties. The infrastructure damage is supposed to last over a decade. Like,
Okay.
it's supposed to fuck a lot of shit up.
What was the last one? Was a Mayan calendar? Which was the last one that we were all supposed to die from? Maybe we did.
2012, I think.
No, 2020, right? COVID. Maybe we all did die. Who knows?
I don't know. I've heard the theories where everyone died whenever they turned on the God particle or that collider thing that made the God particle. Heard
Or
it.
shifted realities, or yeah, there's so many.
Hadron Collider.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of believe that because ever since 2016, everything has fucking changed like crazy.
Have you ever
Okay,
seen
then
any
motherfucker-
superhero movie ever? As soon
What
as
is
they
that?
start colliding atoms, there's superheroes and the shifts in reality. and
We
shit
have
happen.
superheroes now. Have you not seen them? They're all over like the Midwest. They're people that go out in superhero costumes and fight crime.
One of the head bitches of the shouldn't call it that. One of the head ladies in charge of that Hadron Collider over there.
Therefore, I started
She
calling bitches so heavily.
she admitted that they have destroyed something like 11 or 13 alternate realities.
But is that like is that something she's saying? You know, we don't even know anything anymore. It's all
I don't know.
No, obviously I don't know. I wasn't there.
you weren't, dude. I thought this was a first-hand experience thing that you had going on. Like, I'm sorry.
Jeez,
I thought this
Mr.
was your best
Cynic.
friend. You were talking about you knew this girl and shit. My bad.
Mr. Cynic. Everything's fake. Nothing can be real.
No, I'm trying to take it with a grain of salt because I think things like that are obviously real. There's, well, like that one thing ranch, the blah 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 ranch, that's the most recorded anomaly place in the entire fucking, well, United States at least, right? Because we wouldn't know if it was in other countries. They keep their own shit to themselves. You know what I'm talking about, right? Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Very real. But no, I wasn't trying to disagree with you. I was just trying to think about the other side. Is like, how many times are we getting played either direction, and have they always just been here too? You know what I mean? It's like, are they the flying saucers? So now they're gonna be like, ooh, aliens, ooh. You know what I mean? Like hanging that little.
I don't know.
You got
I just noticed that since 2016, I have yet to wake up early in the morning as the sunrise. I don't hear the birds anymore. I haven't heard the birds for over 10 years now, and it's been bothering me. And people would be like, "What are you talking about? Am I the only one that remembers like the sounds that you used to hear, the birds early in the morning, the cooing?"
I bet you don't hear smoke detectors no more either, do you?
No, I took mine down. I got tired of hearing the little beep, so I took them down.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
That's just the sound of the hallway.
It's just the same.
I don't like the sound of the hallway. It's scary and dark, and it beeps at me.
I got tons of birds out here though. I mean, I'm in the country, like I said,
Oh.
so
But yeah, I used to hear it every morning when I'd wake up. Like if my alarm didn't wake me up or the sun didn't wake me, the sound of the birds in the morning used to wake me up. It was like almost impossible to sleep in because you would hear all the little birds out there tweeting and flying around. You're like, oh, it's morning time. I need to get up.
you
I
live in
don't
the
hear
same
it
place though. You
Yeah,
might have lived in a better place for the birds.
I live right down the street from where I used to grow up.
You might not be wrong, man. Well, it's because they're all drones now, right?
Oh, possibly.
Pigeons. Pigeons aren't real.
I mean, we all saw that one
Thanks,
salute
Fake.
Putin, so
Nah, that's just a Russian bird, bro. They're all like
yeah,
that.
that's how they do.
Yeah.
All the birds are trained. If you don't salute Putin, you could be bird soup.
You get hit
So
with a 7.56. Yeah. I don't know.
Guys, I need to poop.
Well, you want to do your Dank's take quickly, or do you want me to get off my random inquiry?
Pedophiles deserve to die. Um,
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I don't know. That's all I'm doing. This.
I feel like he accosted me verbally and physically, and I'm not even anywhere near him.
said my thanks take is the pedophiles need to die.
Oh, well.
I don't
So y'all saw the, what is that, the kill all pedophile things? Actually, you told me about this a little better.
think.
That's what you should put in there. Tell me about that again so that I will remember it better next time.
What?
The KOP, the group thing that's like the kill all pedophile thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
It's like a whole, okay, so there's a bunch of celebrities and stuff, I think, that have, it's a brand. It's like kill all pedophiles or something, and it's like D2. I don't remember what the last part means, but they're getting like shut down on all social media platforms and such. Um, and that's crazy. Like, why? Why is saying kill all pedophiles social media problem? You know what I mean? Whenever you can say kill,
Advocating violence
but they advocate violence in other directions all the time.
all of a sudden.
All the time. So, yep, killing pedophiles should be a part of the constitutional. It should have been, instead of like so many amendments, we should have stopped like right after you're not allowed to own people and
Fair enough.
put the next one kill pedophiles and then just stopped and then let people be after that. That's just my opinion.
So, real quick, question for both of y'all. What superhero would you take a punch from to get their powers? You will survive the punch. There is no like if they punch you, you'll die. But if you survive, you'll get their powers. No, it's what hero villain would you take a punch from to get all their powers?
Flash.
The Flash?
Flash.
It's not a bad one.
Why?
Specifically, Barry Allen.
Why though?
He's just that OP, man. The only drawback that I can think of in my head to the Flash's existence and life is that he has to slow himself so far down to communicate with the average waking.
How
That's what he
bad
does.
must it be for you?
Because he exists that fast. What do you mean?
No, he's
He
saying
doesn't
how
just
bad must that
run.
be for you? He said he
Oh,
changed his question.
Yeah, I'm saying how much do you think that would irritate you? Like you can
Yeah.
move like this to be at any point on the planet that you want, but you have to slow down to talk to people.
But doesn't he use the speed force to slow himself down?
Still a good old fucking Southern boy. I still talk rather fucking slow, so
No, I was saying, doesn't he
hopefully
still
that
use this?
has.
So I don't know enough ball about the Flash to know.
Doesn't he like use the speed force in technically in like a reverse way to be able to slow down?
Yeah,
What
it's
if
all
what if he just uses
mastering of
speed
his
force
own
on everybody
tentacles.
so that they talk at a speed he can understand?
Well, he constantly, and from my interpretation of the Flash, the reason why I think he's one of the most OP superheroes is not my answer, by the way, but one of the things I think is one of the most OP superheroes is because he is constantly having to control the speed force. Period. It doesn't matter which speed he's at. He's having to have like knowledge and control of it. Otherwise, he'll just phase through all of it basically constantly. Because that's what happens when he fucking loses control, but still has all of the abilities. Shit, he fucking just and fucks off. So he has to be constantly aware of the speed force and what timeline he's even on once he gets to that level. Like he has to know which timeline he's in by not just thinking hard enough to transverse to over to it. I mean, that's not quite the facts, but it's close to that. Like this man is able to traverse timelines by just walking, essentially. You know, he
Technically,
can go all over the ring. But okay, so my question is: so when you create an anomaly in that question with One Punch Man,
no.
I think so because no matter what, he's one punch, he kills you, no matter what. So even your thing wouldn't give you the power more than One Punch Man, right?
I mean, technically, no.
I'm. This is a
In
like
my
hyper nerd
thing, I was
question.
like, you can't die from the punch. It's not like you die if or if you survive, you get the punches. If you have to take a punch from them to get their powers.
What do you think, Danky? Could One Punch Man? Would you get his powers or no?
Yeah, if you did 1,000 push-ups and 1,000 sit-ups and you jogged 1,000 miles every day.
I don't think he was listening, but
That's how he got his powers.
he
It's the
was
only way to
asking,
get his powers.
would you take his punch to get his power?
I kind of gave my
It's
answer.
more like. But my question is more like, would you even be able to get his powers by taking his punch? Because no matter what, he still kills you.
Oh, a question and a question. Yeah. Does he kill his enemies or are they just defeated? I've never seen that show.
I believe he just defeats them.
But he never. He One punch, he wins. Period. That's the whole concept of it,
Yes,
obviously.
he's a
So.
gag character.
But are they dead or just defeated?
I don't know. We don't really watch that show, man.
See?
um,
They're dead.
Still no
Hypothetically.
answer from Vibe for the.
Hypothetically, they're dead.
Okay, still no answer for his inquiry?
so I'm guessing his person he would choose would be One Punch Man. No,
No. I think it would be yeah, it's probably a tie between either like Phantom Menace, Flash, or yeah, one of those two. Fucking DC does have the more OP power, super heroes, but Marvel just puts it all together better, in my opinion.
fair enough. Mine would be someone from Marvel. It'd be Blue Marvel.
The
Yeah,
Phantom Menace? Isn't that a Star Wars character? Why'd you say Marvel?
Phantom
I mean,
Menace.
not Phantom Menace,
Is that the Star
no,
Wars
fucking
movie?
Martian Manhunter. My bad.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh,
Okay, he's super
okay.
strength. Just be vulnerable to fire, so not bad.
Yeah,
Fire's
but
not a fucking. So hold on. Time out. Fire's not a vulnerability or a weakness. Literally everybody is susceptible to fire.
Not
It's
everyone.
fire.
Most of us.
Okay, so if I brought a flamethrower towards you, you're not susceptible to fire? That's not a weakness of yours?
No, I'm built different. I would not be close to you while you have a photo. No, but I mean,
throwback, hey,
most
throwback.
heroes.
Remember, he can't get hurt. Remember, that's
Yeah,
his
my
thing, his
invulnerability.
superpower. He can't
But
get.
most heroes, like, you take a human torch. If you throw a flamethrower at him, bro, it's not gonna do nothing. Ghost Rider, he doesn't burn
Obviously.
from flames. Oh, Superman
Just
doesn't burn from flames.
a flaming superhero, yeah, that's one thing. But to list that as his weakness and vulnerability, that's never made sense to me.
But
But he can
it's
also
something that
It's a
phase through.
biologically his race, the Martians, they're scared of fire. It weakens them. Like,
even though they're
But
closer to the sun.
he can
hey,
also phase
I
though.
don't know. Wait,
We can
close.
say we can also phase. Like all he has to do is phase before the fire is
Wait,
on
hold on.
his.
I need to go back. Wait, did you say Mars is closer to the sun?
Isn't it? No, that's
No.
Mercury, huh?
Yeah, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Mars is a little farther back.
I get my M planets confused. Just like my J mod.
Mars is the closest one to us. It's the next one out.
hmm But yeah, his biology, they're weak to fire. It makes their body literally react in certain ways, even a small flame.
Yeah, but not if he's phasing.
I don't know about that one.
I do because he fucking phases his atoms through other atoms. It doesn't matter what the other atoms are doing, and that's such a unused. The thing I hated about the end of that one Justice League thing is like, yeah, the Flash saved the day, but then Martian Manhunter just all of a sudden goes, "Oh look, Flash is saving the day. Let me phase out of this guy's arms real quick." Like I hate whenever they do that in fucking
Well, you
shows
could
and
do it the
movies and
whole
shit.
time.
He could have done
Yeah,
did it
no,
the whole.
he's so OP and underused. It's frustrating.
Honestly, I feel like besides so him and Flash, the only thing I can say like he can stay phased. There's like not a limit that they describe on his phasing.
Mm-hmm.
Like how is fucking Flash gonna hit him if he just stays phased forever? You know what I mean?
But can't
And then
Flash move fast enough to disrupt particles or something like that?
that's
Yeah,
yeah. So
he
that's
would
where
have to match his frequency.
I'd
that
be able to
shit
do
would get epic in my opinion. That's where because if he matched that frequency, then Martian Manhunter could unmatch it and shit like that. You know, that fight could be epic as fuck. Like it could be really fucking dope.
If I
I think they're
remember,
the two most OP DC characters is Martian Manhunter and Flash.
because
In
I
my opinion.
remember, what is the? I don't remember exactly what movie it is, but I remember whenever they had somebody was using Batman's contingency plans against the Justice League, and he phased through solid ice, and then somehow unfazed just enough so that the bracelet that was stuck to him would phase off into the ice, but he could keep going through the ice. I still don't know how he did it, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like I mean, if you could phase, bro, you'd get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty dope.
Look, that's just for us phasers, dude. You know what I mean?
Just a phase, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so my answer is that, and yeah, pretty
Yeah.
one of those two. I wish there's not really a Marvel character. I really wish there was. There's not too many. I like your answer, but I also like I don't know. It doesn't seem that cool to me. I like his powers though, for sure.
Blue Marvel? Hmm.
If I could just be me and then be Blue Marvel, then yeah,
He's the Superman of Marvel, basically.
which is super gay in my opinion.
Superman's a terrible character.
I don't disagree, but I mean, he's to me he's better than Superman because Superman doesn't have the same powers. He has all the same powers as Superman except for quantum manipulation, which is pretty cool. And he's fucking ridiculously smart. Like one of the smartest
Goku,
people. What about
Goku.
fuck Goku? I'm not taking his powers.
Why?
Because as much as I love my glorious Goku, I personally am not taking an ass whooping just to get stronger, just for you to beat my ass again, for me just to be a little stronger than you.
Oh, I'm taking that all day. Please beat my ass. Somebody, please pull up to my house. My address is one fucking.
Like, I love Goku, but he takes way too much of an ass whooping for my liking. I feel like
Goku's
there's
strength comes from too much training, and I'm not about that.
True.
I'm
I'm
not
way too wavy.
I'm not against the training, but I am against doing all that training just to get my ass whooped to come back. For you to still whoop my ass, but I'm able to overcome it this time. I'm not with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't really
You
know.
wouldn't take
Yeah, this
Luffy's powers?
No, I like to
that
swim.
seems
You like to
that seems
swim?
like a nuisance too. Like that seems like a lot of burdens going on.
I have questions whenever it comes to Luffy. So, with his Gear 5, can he not swim now?
It would be one of those fucking like he turns the water into rubber, the way Aokiji freezes the water, the way Brook runs on top of water because he's a skeleton, so he's so light. It would be one of those like written workarounds. He
But
wouldn't
can't he just imagine that he can swim
he
in water?
wouldn't submerge into the water. Oh, there's something bigger. They're convinced there's something bigger at play.
Why
Somebody
can't he
has
swim?
a devil fruit users lose the ability to swim.
Swim. Yeah.
What is there a back behind that or just nope, this is just fat.
It's just a side effect.
The ocean curses you. The ocean doesn't fuck with that.
Okay. Okay, so then I like that. That's better. Not just because that's better. Our ocean curses you is the solid answer. I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, and us fans are a little convinced that there's somebody that has some kind of devil fruit that caused the ocean to curse the other devil fruit users. That's just a fan theory, though. So
That shit gets deep.
So does
it gets
does
so deep.
uh what's his name? Jinbei? Does he not have a devil fruit power? He's just a
No,
fishman that's just strong as shit
there's
for
n
some reason.
there's no fishman to my knowledge with a devil fruit. There was one, um, 940 Jones. Or, I can't remember his fucking name right now. But what he could do was he could touch something with his left hand and then touch something with his right hand, and they would get drawn together.
That is kind of a dope power. But what happens if you touch the sides of somebody's face? Like you grab the side of their face and you like touch. Do they just
Yeah, I
Oh,
suppose they would. He was
me
doing it with like he was trying to crash a ship into the castle,
fair
like a
enough.
giant fucking ship into the castle. But no, he is the only fisherman to my knowledge that had a devil fruit. But yeah, Jinbei is just that fucking strong. Somebody pointed out how badass his nickname is, and like I never thought about it because he's just called the first son of the sea, Jinbei. Somebody
Mhm.
pointed out how badass of a fucking nickname that is. The first son of the sea? Bro, you are a fisherman amongst countless pirates born countless fucking ages after the pirate century began. You're the first son of the sea.
I can see that.
Oh my guy. That is tough.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm starting to think Jinbei's gonna take place of Chopper is my favorite person in One Piece.
Well, always held true
Zoro,
to be mine.
I love running on Zoro, but I mean
He's
he just gets
there's
lost on
two
me. You know
characters.
what I'm saying?
There's two characters in that's funny. There's two characters in fiction that I just throughout their entire showings, I've never been like, no, that's the wrong choice. And that's Zoro and Daryl Dixon.
Okay,
Never once was I like, no, that's wrong. Don't do that one.
I
They
agree
just
with that.
they get it right, bro.
I don't know. Whenever I look at One Piece, I just look at it as a knockoff Dragon Ball Z for me.
Hmm. Which one came
Like
first?
Dragon Ball Z.
DBZ.
Which one has
And
more episodes?
Oda does
DBZ.
cite it as inspiration.
Oh, well, I mean, they're
DBZ.
both contributing to a whole nother level of what's going on with the anime culture, so I can't really hate or appreciate one more or the other, personally.
I'm just trying to give One Piece
How
some.
could you even how could you even fix your lips to lie like that? DBZ has more episodes. Why would you even lie like that?
He said
I had a
influence.
feeling. No, I said
Oh, I thought
Oh,
he
episodes?
episodes.
Oh no,
yeah.
that's One Piece.
Earlier,
I meant
yeah.
influence. My bad.
I already have an opinion on the influence thing. We've talked about that before. No, I said which one has more episodes. I know the answers to the questions. That's why I was like letting it slide. I guess I was like, what's going on here? But I'm glad somebody said something. Yeah, no, episodes.
Oh, I thought he said
It's not even
influence.
close.
My fault.
Isn't it like not even in the same spectrum of closeness? Doesn't One Piece the most episoded thing in the world?
I think it has it beat by like
Oh,
a couple
It's
hundred
not?
episodes.
no, it's okay. It is the longest running anime under one name.
I thought it was like the most episoded
Pokemon?
something or another too.
Pokemon has different names.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
bunch of
true.
different leagues,
Shonen,
different
Pigeon.
seasons, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one with some kind of 4,000 some shit episodes, but it was under different
Sata
names.
San? Yeah, Songs on Sand. It has been airing since 1969 and has produced over 2,800 episodes. But the total episode count for the series is actually 7,000. Wow.
It's over 7,000.
Um, oh, actually, just recently, there's a Power Rangers that's coming to an end after some the Japanese original thing that Power Rangers was based off of, Super Sentai or something like that. it's coming to an end after some kind of damn near 3,000 episodes. But that was all live action. You know, that's where we got all of our fucking Power Ranger fight scenes from.
It was from
Was the
back
shows?
then.
Yeah, on one of the original Power Ranger shows, we just stole the fight scenes from Super Sentai. And then anytime they were unmasked, that was all the American actors. Anytime they were masked up in a fight scene, whatever, it was direct. They just
Copied and paste.
100% just took the fucking
Oh, yeah, I
shot
heard that.
and used that.
Could you imagine being one of those actors and a kid comes up to you and is like, "Hey, do that one kick that you did against that Megazord," and he's like, actually."
Well, you see, kid.
You're like,
All
this
right,
part
guys.
just be the very end. You know what I mean? You just do that one part where you like landed or something.
This brown snake need to get out my butthole.
These
I'm
are
gonna sign off. So
yeah.
it's been Dinky. Follow me on Twitch, Dinky2710. I don't stream too much, but I'll get back into it if y'all follow me. Follow us on social medias. Adjust accordingly on Facebook, on YouTube, on
Instagram, TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok. You must adjust on X.
Twitter.
Chase, you can follow me
Give us some
on
likes.
yeah, likes, follows. Don't forget that the giveaway is still going on. I'm gonna go ahead and shout that one out. Randoms K-Dubs giveaway, $101. Once we hit 101 subscribers, we're giving away $101 to someone that has interacted and been a part of our growth. And we really do appreciate those of y'all that have already been a part of it.
Much
And
love.
don't forget to comment down below, like, things you've enjoyed and things you've hated. If you have a friend that you think would hate it, please send it to him first and then send it to the one you think would like it. That would be awesome. Of course, I'm Vibe, and on my Twitch is Yada Yada 13, YADDA 13. Again, I haven't either been streaming that much, but we'll get around to it. Again, follow us. If you leave some whispers or whatever it is that Twitch does to encourage us, give us that positive encouragement to keep going, you guys. You know what I mean? For the Twitch streams, it gets gets us going, gets our Randys raveled and unraveled and those things. But randoms.
Yeah, and my Twitch as well is Random Gamer 5623. Go ahead and follow me over there, and I'm sharing my peaceful messages I share every time. Make sure you reach out to those that you care about the most. Touch grass, drink some water, make sure you exercise, and spread positivity. And like I said, we really appreciate y'all here. Like I said, leave a like, comment down below, tell me everything that you disagree with, or that you agree with, or that you don't like. I will read it, or one of them will read it. Somebody will read it, because we try and check all y'all's comments. So thank y'all very much for tuning into this episode.
Get shoes that fit. Get shoes that fit your feet. Don't wear shoes that are too small.
Agreed?
Insoles are a lifesaver.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I just went and got
Exactly.
my shoes.
Call your friends when you're lonely.
Reach out.
Even if they don't answer, leave them a stupid voicemail. They may rag you on you about it, but they'll also laugh, and you'll make their day maybe. So
I do it at least once or twice a week to my two brothers. I call them and say just some of the most despicable, mean, and funny things to them I can think of at the time at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yep. But as always, this has been Adjust Accordingly.
We're over to do so.
Bye.
Y'all be good.
Everybody.
Jingle, bro.
So random big vibes, look at it. Sit back, relax, absorb these scenes and share with most important things. Lust to bust no matter what